value, clarification, commitment, study and meditation. And then lastly, there's mental, which is reading, visualizing, planning and writing. To sharpen the sword and keep yourself developing and to keep moving forward, it's all about developing those four, as always. So how do we develop the physical dimension? How do we develop our social and service element? How do we do the spiritual? You know, do we do meditation? How do we do the mental? So let me just explain how I do this. So for the physical, for me, I've currently just taken up tennis. I've done running before, as I've done the podcast. So I try and do that. I don't always succeed. I'm trying to eat healthier, but it doesn't always happen. I had a curry tonight, which was lovely, by the way. I had a curry tonight. But the whole thing is, if you can genuinely eat healthy, that's the whole thing. So exercise and nutrition. Social, like social and emotional, which is the service, empathy, synergy, intrinsic security. For me, that's the podcast, right? So that for me is service, providing a service. We do this for free. You know, Lee, Ryan and myself, we come on and we want to share our experiences so you can learn and develop and accelerate through coaching, right? So that's that for me, that's social and emotional. And also there's that piece of, it says there, intrinsic security. So if we go back to some other episodes, and Lee, please feel free to jump in. We talk about Maslow's hierarchy of needs and where we got that sort of security part of the Maslow. So I reckon that is, for me, that's not tapping into that part. And then there's the spiritual, which is meditation. Now, spiritual doesn't mean it's religion. It just means, you know, do you have beliefs? Do you do meditation? Do you take time out to just be by yourself and just discover more about yourself by meditating, just letting thoughts run and really contemplation? That's what that's about. Contemplating where you're going, what's happening with you, processing life essentially. And then you've got the mental, where it's the mental exercise, i.e. like reading, getting new strategies in. Like for me and my work and doing this, actually the podcast fits quite a few. Preparing for the podcast, like reading this, I read this before coming to the podcast, so things like that. You know, all the other coaching books that I've got as well, like Coaching for Performance, where's the Coaching Habit gone? It's around here somewhere, but there's a Coaching Habit by Michael Bungay Steiner. I don't know, I probably popped it somewhere, but I love them. Oh, where has it gone? I had it here a minute ago.
He's lost it. He's lost it.
Oh no, it's a great book, by the way. What's happened to that book? Anyway, but I love coaching, so as you know, I just really struck. Where's that book gone? It's like disappeared off the face of the earth. It's weird. But I was using it today because I was doing coaching training today. And that's what I think is weird, why it's disappeared. I'll try and find it in a minute. But essentially, these are the things that help you renew. I wrote in my journal the other day, just to remind myself, Lee, what you were talking about earlier about non-judgment, being kind to yourself, kindness to others, and also that stoic practice. So those are sorts of things that I do following that circle. Now, it's not perfect. You know, I don't do things perfectly. I fall off sometimes, like everybody else. But this is what this is about.